Here are 4 things you may not know about your property tax bill. For those younger than 62 years old, on average, more than 70% of your bill goes to the Cobb County School District. Cobb County's general fund is a distant second. Then a sliver of the payment goes to the Parks Fund, followed by the Fire Fund. In fact, the percentage of Cobb County property tax bills that goes to the county's general fund in recent years has declined from about 19% of your bill in 2012 to about 12.7% last year. That's primarily because of the floating homestead exemption. If you live in your primary home, you likely have the homestead exemption listed on your tax bill. What many people don't know is that Cobb has a floating homestead exemption, which means as the value of your home goes up, the floating exemption keeps the rate at which you pay into the county general fund frozen at the level at which you bought your home or at least applied for the exemption. Here's what that looks like. We picked a random longtime Cobb County resident. We'll call him Mike. Mike's house has been reassessed to a value more than twice the amount it was 15 years ago, but yet he pays the county general fund less money than he did in 2002. When I looked at my own property tax bill, I found my home's assessment is up 11% over the past 5 years, but I contributed $40 less to the general fund than in 2013. Remember, this affects only the county's general fund. The tax assessor says 52% of all residential properties in Cobb have that floating exemption, which last year saved taxpayers but cost the county's general fund more than $23 million. Our finance director calculates after taking into account a predicted increase, the county can expect a boost in the neighborhood of $6 million in the general fund if the tax assessor's prediction comes true. Next, the Brave Stadium. The general fund is one of 5 sources of funding for the project. The Cumberland Special Services District, where businesses in the area tax themselves. The Special Services District 2, the already formed $3 a night hotel motel tax, and a rental car fee. The remaining money going towards stadium debt does come from the general fund, and this year we expect to pay from that fund $6.4 million for debt service, $1.2 million for capital maintenance, and around $1 million more for police, traffic, and insurance. That accounts for about 2% of the general fund budget, and since the other buckets are filling up faster than predicted and the area around the stadium is attracting more development than expected, the county hopes on chipping away at the general fund obligation over the coming years. And finally, for reasons that have been discussed prior, Cobb County has managed to keep its millage rate well below our metro neighbors that have a similar population, all the while providing similar, if not superior, services. And if you live in unincorporated Cobb, you pay far less than your neighbors who live in one of the county's 6 cities. This is a comparison with school taxes included. At the same time, the population of Cobb County continues to grow, putting more pressure on county departments to serve the growing population.